In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tarheels. A top 5 showdown is in store, and you can set the tone and set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tarheels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bulls will kick it off to get us underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll pull it on the read. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams?
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Flips it out in the flat. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on first down. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism. He's got length. He's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Was completed via the screen. Picks up 3. And first down for the offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Get it out on the screen. Discards a man. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
It's a draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up 14 over Baylor. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw. It's Banks. He's going to let it go. And the ball is intercepted. Trying to take it back. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well,
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Florida.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Back to pass, it's Banks. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. Ready, set. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, South Florida 13, North Carolina 0.
First down to start the drive after the break.
42 Spider.
They're going to test the right side with this one. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going up top. Snatches it on the right. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, UNC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. The give to the tailback. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. On the option. He'll toss it. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the running back. And the Bulls get enough for the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Still running at the 40. Can anyone catch him? He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took him right to the end zone, David. Just destroying his way through the field. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Oh, better look out! He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Fast motion from the offense. Going to the draw. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Western Michigan is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over the Sharks. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run the option. At the 35, he's open. All kinds of running room. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, USF.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And they tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Returner runs out of bounds.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Looking to throw, it's Banks. They're working that left side. Tackle is made after the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Proctor. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down.
Get set, get set.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he could not get loose on the run.
No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Got his man!
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Tar Heels will have it first and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Looking downfield, it's Banks. Getting some heat. Gets away. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Buying some time. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this one splits the uprights. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Trying to get to him. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going to run it. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Coming after it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
South Florida, 20, North Carolina, 17.
The Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give on the counter. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. On the option. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Bulls line up to punt it away. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Now they'll try to cash in and 10 from the 50. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Give to the running back. And the Tar Heels have enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
On first and 10 from the 38. They'll try the right side. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. It's reverse. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And good offensive coordinators consistently do this. Consistently get your guy in space, let him use that speed, and defenses, they don't have a clue how to catch him. When you got a guy that gets full speed ahead to start the play, I love it because your angles have to be perfect. They weren't. Successful run by the offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's just so hard. You watch this team on tape week after week after week, and there's just not a lot of space. What great backs, not good backs, not a lot of offenses having a lot of success. You got to be creative. You got to find ways to get on the perimeter, and more importantly, you better be ready to throw the football.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
29 Philly.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
26. And the South Florida offense will take over. First and 10.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Power football with the run. Keeps the legs moving. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quick release by the QB. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Banks. Looking left. He's got it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
First down for this offense. The option look. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And it's on the ground. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground?
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
And the Bulls will call on their punt team. And they'll just down it right there. more snap before the end of the quarter.
Get set.
They want to run this quarterback. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter.
And after 3, we are all tied up.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To throw, it's Banks. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
They're testing the right side here. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Movement here from the tight end. Trying play action. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. And it's caught inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Tar Heels have pushed it inside the 20. He leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Got it.
And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the right. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. Back to throw, it's Banks. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, North Carolina! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Well, they go back to the option play. Now, this is the second time, Pollock, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You can tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
Ready to send the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On second down, wants to throw. Setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The Bulls want to move quickly. Here comes the option. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Gets rid of it. Gets it out quickly. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He looks that one in nicely. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Offense lining up quickly. Defense in press coverage. The give to the left side. Touchdown Bulls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks, and a defense that looks awful. So unlike this program. They're trailing by 17 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Running back searching for a hole. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, and set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback checking the play. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Takes it the other way. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in great position.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Gets it out fast. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield, it's Banks. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Quarterback checking off. Back to the air one more time. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Bringing it back. Touchdown Bulls. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff.
The 17
Will be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the 1st down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
coming up.
I love players that step up in big situations, in big moments of big games, like that, late in this game on third down, and just get the job done. That defender, an outstanding job. Outstanding work right there on that pass rush.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going up top here late in the game. Fires into traffic, picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.